Hello everybody, this is Steve here and welcome to GopherHaul. If you haven't started your business yet, what are you waiting for? If you don't start your business this year, you're at least 1 year older when you do. So get started today. Alright, today we have a great topic to talk about. Here we are, we're rolling into the spring cutting season now. People are out there cutting lawns, they're doing spring cleanups, they're doing all these different projects, and they're running into deadbeat customers. Alright, now what are you going to do? You run into a deadbeat customer, you go out there, you do a project, they tell you they're not going to pay. What are you going to do? A lot of times you just sit there and stew, or you come up with some ideas like you're going to do this or you're going to do that, but ultimately the whole point is you want to get paid. So how are you going to get paid? You're going to use the court system, you can use your small claims courts, and you're going to present your case to the judge if you have to, but you're going to follow certain steps. And I want to show you something with what happened to one of our members of the Gopher Forum at GopherForum.com. He had a problem with a customer that didn't want to pay him, and we had another lawn care business owner on the forum who had a similar problem. Followed a bunch of steps. She told us all about it, and she wound up getting paid even without having to go to court. But it was a good legal threat that got her paid. So let me just go over some of this stuff for you, because I think this is going to be very important for you to keep in mind. Keep this in your back pocket when a customer says, well, I'm not paying you. Alright, well, fine. And then you'll know some of these steps that have worked for other lawn care business owners, and I'm passing this stuff on to you. And as always, get on the Gopher Forum at GopherForum.com. Read. If you have a problem in your business, post a question. If you have a problem, read. You can also read my blog at lawnchat.com. There's just a ton of information. So let's just jump right to what one of our forum members wrote. He said, okay, he has a question regarding a contract that he did on a job. He was doing a spring cleanup, and he did a lot of work, and it took him 5 hours, and he had another person working with him. So that's 10 man hours. So if you're out there, you're doing 40 hours per man hour, that's $400, right? But that's a lot of money. You don't want that just to kind of go away. So before he did the job, the customer, he was a new customer. He signed the contract paper that he had presented to him. He told him that he would pay him as soon as the job was over. So after he finished and he walked the yard with him, basically the customer went over and said everything's fine, and he said he'd pay him, but now wasn't going to be paying him right at the end of the day. He was going to pay him by check, and he's going to have to send him to the mail. Alright, so he left the scene. After 3 weeks, he said the customer's now refusing to pay. For the first 3 weeks, he kept saying the check's in the mail, the check's in the mail, but now he finds out that he was lying. And today he finally got a hold of him, and now the customer's saying he did a poor job, and he's not going to pay. So he's got this signed contract saying he will pay for the work. He goes, now what am I going to do? He goes, if I take him to small claims court, is it going to cost me more than $300-400 that he owes me? He says, also, I know an attorney is going to cost me a lot more than $300. Now next time he says he wants to get a signature, and he also wants to get the customers to prepay. Should I just chalk this one up as an experience? And most of the people on the forum said, no, don't just let this thing go by. Follow up and follow through. Now, what I want to do is I want to tell you about another gal that was on the forum in the last fall who had a similar problem, and she did a couple of steps. She followed through with it, and she got paid. So anyway, let me read you some of the steps that she followed here. First, she said she called her small claims court in her county and gathered all the information on starting a small court claim. How much to file, how much it was for the sheriff to serve the papers, and then she gathered her information regarding the deadbeat client, like the dates that they performed the lawn and garden maintenance services, and they filled in all the blanks. Then she wrote a letter to the client, and she stressed that the client had 5 days after the receipt of this letter to settle her bill. If not, then she said that she was going to file a claim against her for theft of services. Okay. She went to the post office and sent the letter registered mail. 3 days later, she received her payment in full. She ran to the bank and deposited the check. She said hopefully the client didn't put a stop payment on the check. And accompanying the check was a little nasty note that the customer sent to her. However, she did make payment, so that was fantastic. And get this, I asked her, can we see the letter that you sent? Because a lot of people are going to run into this situation. They would just love to be able to use your letter. So anyway, so she posted the letter on the forum. If you want to download this template, get on the GopherForum.com, go into the marketing template section. Or look up for free letters or whatever. There's a ton of stuff up there, but you can download these letters in a Word document form or open office form. And so I'm going to read you the letter. That way, you can either jot this stuff down, maybe it'll get your head thinking, or you can just download it. So she goes, here's the letter that I used. She goes, basically, dear deadbeat, you hired ABC Lawn Care on such and such a date to perform garden maintenance at 3-week intervals, starting on whatever date it was. At the same time, you hired us for lawn care maintenance at an agreed price of X amount of dollars, starting on this day. Since then, I performed garden maintenance per your instructions and per our contract on this day, and the lawn maintenance was performed on the following dates. Payment terms per our contract are due upon completion. Payment for the services listed above are now due immediately. Despite several phone calls to you to collect payment, you have stated on 3 separate occasions that your payment is in the mail. Since I have not received payment to the date, your services were terminated by ABC Lawn Care Company on said date due to theft of services. As per our contract, I'm requesting to be paid X amount of dollars for our services. If I do not hear from you within 5 days from the receipt of this letter, then I will file a petition with small claims court in your county. I look forward to working with you towards resolution on this matter. Very truly, your name. So, how fantastic is that? So if you find yourself in a situation where the customer is saying, I'm not going to pay you, okay, well now you can get on the forum, you can download these templates, you can read what these other lawn care business owners did, and you can get paid. Maybe you'll have to take it to small claims court, but there's a whole bunch of steps in between actually going in front of the judge that you can do. How much is it going to cost you to put together one of these letters and send it off to the customer? Now you have some ideas on how to do it. So if it worked for them, hopefully it'll be able to work for you. So anyway, get on the Gopher Forum, read up, check out all the new posts, get on the blog at lawnchat.com, and until the next time we speak, always remember to dream it, build it, go for it. And ultimately, this show wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for Gopher software. So if you get a chance, you're a lawn care business operator, you need software to run your business, even if you're just starting. The Gopher software is very inexpensive, and what it's going to do is it's going to allow you to get everything organized. It's going to allow you to get all your bills organized, all your schedule organized. You're going to be able to print out daily worksheets. You're going to be able to print out invoices when you need them. It works with the Palm software. It also has a barcode reader so you can scan in when jobs are completed or if invoices are paid. And one of the biggest mistakes you see a lot of lawn care businesses make is that they don't keep track of how much people owe them, they don't get their invoices out on time, or they mess up their schedules. So this also can track your chemical applications, your employee times, and it can also track your equipment preventive maintenance repair schedules. So if you get a chance, get on gophersoftware.com, download the free trial version, try it out for 30 days, and until the next time we see you, always remember to dream it, build it, go for it.